Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Royce and Pedal Mel. Welcome to my channel. Tonight's video is going to be answering I actually had a few questions about what are the best Porsche 917 books to purchase. I don't know why, but I actually had I think it was 3 questions come in the other week from 3 different people asking about that. And anyway, I just now getting around to answering them. And it'd be better just to actually show you what I own in my collection of books. And this is day 2 of my total isolation from any other humans, which is really strange. I miss my kid already. And so anyway, I have a whole pile of Porsche 917 books here, and I will take you through the ones that I feel are the better ones. So stay tuned. Well, we'll start with, let me move this out of the way. We'll start with the oldest book out of all of mine here, which is the Peter Hinesdale book and the fabulous Porsche 917. There's 2 of them. The thinner of the 2, you can see the difference here, is the first release. And at one time you could buy it for like apparently $1.50. Forget what years this come out. 1972. This is a really good book because it has stats in the back and whatnot. And at one time, there were not a whole lot of books to choose from with pictures such as this in there and stats. And it was great for modelers. It's still a good book. These they were there about 10-15 years ago going for a lot of money, the 2 of them, but the prices I believe have come down. But I've owned these books probably 20 years, the 2 of them, and I've watched them fluctuate in price on Amazon. A lot of times you can find them on eBay. People don't really know what they are. I think I got both of these for under $10 a piece, and at one point in time they were pretty expensive books. I think like $100 to $150 a piece. Those are not bad. The next oldest one that I have, and is probably still one of my favorites, is this Peter Morgan book, Porsche 917, The Winning Formula. What a great book this is, from Hines. This is, well, apparently I bought it Borders Books in 328, which is what, 2 days ago, whatever, 19 years ago, because it's 2001. What's today's date? 30th, 31st, 31st. But this is just a great book. This is probably one of my favorites. Also great if you're a modeler. A lot of inside knowledge on how they were constructed. A lot of prototype photos. A lot of photos before the cars were restored, which is nice to see in as-raced conditions. Pink pig when it was white there at the bottom of the screen. It's a great book. One of my favorites. But let's see here. When was this one made? I believe this goes for a good bit of money now as well. 1999 is a copyright on that. But that's one that I highly recommend. You probably could look on Amazon for that. Next up is another really good one from a person who has inside knowledge of the car, was Gordon Wingrove. Porsche 917, the undercover story. This is from PMM. Copyright first published in 2006, reprint in 07. So apparently mine is a reprint one. But this is another really good one for nerds such as myself who are interested in the update. They have letters in here, what was updated on the cars, such as when in 71 when they added like the roll bar in the back, that kind of stuff. They'd send the letters out to the privateers. So it's nerdy stuff like wiring schematics and how the fuel system, electrical system works. Really, really, really great for if you're building a model or you just want to understand how these work. A lot of, you can see here, Porsche archive. So a lot of the scans are directly from Porsche's archive. There's the Martini livery, long tail cockpit. Great photos up close of the transmission housing and ground straps, and just all kinds of just pure nerdy 917 sexiness. Awesome technical knowledge. Engine assembly process, fiberglassing, which, like I say here, unsung heroes of the bodywork department. That probably was I'm sure it was a horrible job to do all the fiberglass bodywork. But that one I highly recommend. At one time, you could get this at an affordable price. I had purchased it when it came out, or I should say in 07, I guess, the reprint, and I didn't pay that much money for it. I might even got it as a Christmas gift. I'm not sure what this is going for now on Amazon. I think when I looked the last time, they've gone up in price, but you can usually find them on there. Another one which is really nice is the Porsche prototype era 64 to 73 in photographs. Bill Sulur, I believe his first name is Bill. It's a David Bull Publishing. I don't even remember purchasing this book. Apparently it says it's $50, but let's see at Bill Sulur. The beautiful photography in this. Like some of the older photographs are just great in this. A lot of Roger Penske photos. So this one I would say is a little bit more, well, obviously it is. It's photographic. It's more just dealing with photographs than the actual technical aspects of the cars, which is fine. It goes the whole way back, 906s and 904s. That is copyright 2005. That's a good one too, but I would say that one wouldn't really recommend for, unless you're interested in checking that out of the whole decade there of racing. The creme de la creme for me is this book, which I paid, I think, $150 for a few years ago off Amazon when it was new. This is the, look at that, it even says 917 on the binding there on the pages. This is with the approval from Porsche Museum. This is about as good as it gets here. Even the book jacket folds out to be a huge blueprint. Walter Nayer, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Walter Nayer. Let's see what the copyright is on this. This book is incredible here. Well, here's July, the letter in the front, July 2014. I think it was 15 or 16 when I bought the book. But anyway, they have every chassis number listed in here. The whole history of every car it was made. Here's press releases. This book, unfortunately though, or fortunately for me, I don't know. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon, but I looked not too long ago on Amazon, and I could swear people wanted like $1,000 for this book. So I'm sure when I pass away, my daughter will probably just sell it for $10 or something. She won't even know what she has. But it's a pretty valuable book apparently now. But a lot of great information in this, all kinds of photographs that I haven't seen anywhere else. But here you can see they have the history of every chassis, how many times they were replated, because some of them they swapped the numbers around, the chassis numbers, who owns them now, the racing history or provenance, I guess you want to say, of each vehicle. Here's the one that I saw in person, 044, which is, I thought was the real hippie car, but is not. It's at the Fred Simeon Museum in Philadelphia, which is near me. It was a put together, it says later built into a complete car by Vasek Polak. And so I was under the impression it was the real hippie car, but it's not. It's like a replica basically. But I mean, it's still a real Porsche 917 long tail. But this book is pretty amazing because it goes through the whole development history up until when they were banned from Can-Am racing. This is just a terrific book. Beautiful photography. Can you imagine having all these original posters now? What they'd be worth? Or even one of those wheels. A wheel and tire alone would probably be worth some bucks. But boy, I could spend all night looking at this. And they definitely will mention every chassis as you're going through. They'll say here like 917 1004, so you don't get confused on what you're looking at. So you know exactly which car, so you don't get confused. Number 26, number 21, back to 04 here. There's chassis 04 when it was blue. So here it goes into privateer coupes. I like going over the letters is what I like, and the updates. Here's the record contender 91730, which was done in 1975 with car number 3. So you can see here they must have been trying to tape up every little nook and cranny. Awesome. But that's probably my favorite book. Like I said, though, unfortunately now it's become a very valuable book and not easy to come by. I brought these into the garage as well. Additional books that are very affordable. Pro Sports Racing in America, 1958 to 1974. This is a good one here from Motor Books International by someone Friedman here. Was it Dave Friedman? This is a good one too. There's a lot of McLarens in here and all kinds of big block race cars, Shelbys, that kind of, all kinds of stuff. It's really quite a, there's Shelby there. quite a book. But this is there's some 917s in here. But that's a pretty good one too. This Hal Tom's book I've had forever. Also purchased, I think, new at Borders. And let's see, what year is this one? I think probably like 90. It says first published in 2001. But this is a good one too. They have, for if you're into modeling, it's a lot of Porsches in here, not just 917s and 934s and number 36. And that's a good one too. And I think these you can pick these up probably for like relatively inexpensive off of Amazon. This one and the other one. But like I said, unfortunately, this is my pick out of all my 917 books. So this would be my pick if I had to be stranded on an island with only one book. It would probably be this one. This is pretty heavy though. It'd be heavy to carry around, but you get the idea. Very, very, very impressive book. All right, so that was it. That was my favorite 917 books that I own. Now, I don't have the Racing in Rain book, which I believe mostly deals with the Golf livery Porsches. I think it might also include the Ford GT40s in there as well. I don't own that one, so I can't speak about that book. Supposedly it's pretty good, but I can talk about the ones that I have here, and I highly recommend any of these books. They're all great. You just have to keep your eye out on Amazon and also eBay sometimes. So hopefully that answered some of you guys' questions. I'm not sure why it was 3 different people wrote me there. That was a couple weeks ago, I guess it was. I had 3 different people write and ask me. So hopefully you guys like that. That's just one quick video, and if you like this, be sure to hit the like, subscribe button, all that good stuff. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. It's free. Hit the bell for notifications. I don't know if I said that or not. But anyway, have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. And if you're in hiding because of the coronavirus, now's a good time to watch videos on YouTube and have fun out in your garage or detail your Hot Wheels cars. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a good night. See you guys later. Bye now. Scotch.